Hello ladies and gentlemen, Anthony David is the name, aka Chidab, and in this video guys I am going to be sharing a couple of amazing tips on ugwu planting in sack. I told you I was going to keep you posted. I told you I was going to come with updates, and if you look behind me you see that the ugwu are doing extremely well. But before it got to this point, a couple of experiments were carried out on this field, and I am going to be showing you everything that has happened. So some of the things we had to consider was we left the field for like 3 weeks unattended to, and then we also didn't perforate the sacks. We did all of this to see the effect, and then we also didn't apply amendments. So we did all of this to then compare and see what the effect would be at the end of the day. And then a couple of interesting results came out, and then of course you're going to be seeing everything, and that is why I am bringing this update on ugwu planting in sacks to you right now. So if you really want to know what the results were, what the effects were, I need you to like relax and don't be in a haste. You need to like go through this video because important information is being shared here in case you want to make a successful establishment of ugwu in sacks. Then you have to watch this video till the end. Right now guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I need you to like smash on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, as well as like this video. So let us dive in right away. I did an experiment on the field. I basically left out the field for some weeks. I left it for, this is the third week now, unattended to, and then I wanted to really find out the result of the unattended to field, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, some of the ugwu plants are chlorotic here already, meaning they are already turning yellow. And then if you pay attention closely, the ones with the yellow leaves are burning out. Yeah, they are burning out. It's simple because they do not have the green pigment which enables them to tap food from the sunlight, so they cannot undergo photosynthesis. So instead of undergoing photosynthesis, the sun is burning them out, and then you can notice some black spots. That means I've really not attended to it. They have not been sprayed fungicide, and they have also not been applied insecticide on. So this is basically what happens when your field is unattended to. And then I did something again. As you can see, these sacks are already missing because the sacks were not perforated. So this is what happens when your sacks are not perforated. That would happen. So there will be water logging in the sacks, and then what happens is the root is unable to really access air due to the water that is already logged in the sack. So that was what happened, as I can observe from here. So that led to the death of the ugwu seeds. So it's an experimental plot, so as to show you guys what would happen when you cultivate and not pay attention to it. And then I also did something again. I planted separately on the bare floor. So this also is to compare the growth rate of what happens in the sack versus what happens in the soil. As you can see, the ones that were planted directly into the soil are looking very green, and the ones in the sack are looking not so green. Some have already turned yellow. So it's simple. It's simply because what you have in your sack in terms of nutrient is limited. So once your plants have already taken up all the nutrients in the soil that is from the sacks, now you need to resupply the nutrient. And when you fail to resupply the sacks with the right nutrient, like right now we need to apply urea to this. Yeah, we need to apply urea to this ugu plant. So once we apply urea to them, you are going to see the transformation. So I left it for 3 weeks, and then you already have all of this happening, and then you can even see the activity of some, you can see of some grasshoppers. They are already around the field, and that means we also need to then quickly spring into action and then bring this field back to life. So I'm going to be showing you every process, because why I had to allow it get to this point is I just want to show you guys, in case you are faced with similar challenges and then you are confused, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get out of it. Of course, I'm going to be putting you through, and you understand the processes in planting in sack. So one of the limitations you have when you plant in sack is that the nutrient that will be available to the plant is limited to just what you have in the sack. So you have to continuously apply nutrient to your sack in order for them to do well. You know, ugwu is vegetable, and vegetable and nutrient lovers, so urea is coming into this plant, and also we are going to be getting our poultry manures also to put or apply on this plant. So it's going to be an amazing time, as I need to then weed this field. I'm going to show you everything that will be done on this field. I'm going to weed this field, and then all the management practices are then going to be put in place. Then for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to show you the transformation that would take place on this field, so that when you plant in sacks, you know that of course a whole lot of advantages when you plant in sacks, and then planting in sacks also have its own limitation. So you're already seeing the limitation already. I've shown it to you. That is what you are seeing right here. That is it. That is the limited nutrient in sacks and all of that. And then we are then going to weed, and you see the transformation and the care that you should give to your ugwu plants in sacks. So guys, I believe you've learned 1 or 2 things. So we are diving into the maintenance practices and then the bringing back of this field back to life. What you just saw was the experimental period, which lasted for like 3 weeks, and the reason why we did what we did was we wanted to see the effect of living out the field for 3 weeks, and we also want to help you be able to understand how to cultivate ugwu maybe in sack or on the open field, so that you would be able to better manage and be able to really do ugwu successfully. So there were 2 major things that we did. The first was we didn't get to perforate some sacks, and the effect was that those ugwu in those sacks got withered because they were waterlogged. The sacks were waterlogged, so the root zone had excessive water, and they cannot thrive in a waterlogged area. That is for ugwu. So the water was just too much, so they had just too many water, and if it was human, we say they suffocated or they drowned, but in terms of plants now, they withered due to excessive water in the root zone. And the effect is that the root won't be able to access air, and they won't be able to carry out their normal activities. They won't even be able to have access to the nutrients, so because of the excessive water in the root zone. So the second thing that we saw was, after leaving the field for 3 weeks, we noticed 2 things. One, the leaf started turning yellow, and then there was presence of weed after just 3 weeks. Then the leaf turning yellow could be as a result of 2 things. One, due to absence of nutrients. You know, I told you planting in sack has its own limitation. Because we planted in sack, the level of nutrients available in the sack is only limited to the sack itself. Unlike when you cultivate on the open field, the roots can travel even beyond the area of where you've cultivated, and they can also go to tap nutrient from some other places outside the area where you cultivated them, due to the presence of the tap roots they have and other roots that spreads out in the course of their growth. But that doesn't happen in the sack, so they are limited to only the area where they have been cultivated in. So that is the limitation. So then I said it could be due to lack of nutrient or due to lack of water. So after all of this, we then decided to revive the field back, to bring it back to its natural state. And the first thing we did was to ensure that we got the field all withered, because we needed to eliminate the competition that was coming from the weed around the sacks. So the first thing you must ensure is you have to ensure that your field is weed free, so that the weeds don't get to compete with your cultivated ugwu crop. And then the next thing we did was to ensure that we added amendment. And what we used, we didn't even use urea. What we used was poultry manure, decomposed poultry manure. We didn't use the wet one. Please don't use the wet one, because the wet one is not yet decomposed, meaning the nutrients won't be available to your ugwu when you apply the wet one. And another reason why you shouldn't use the wet one is because you might introduce pests or diseases to your ugwu plant, because of the fact that the poultry manure are still very wet, so they are undergoing decomposition, and presence of several microorganisms will be there in the dung. So use the decomposed one, which was what we used, because these are already decomposed and the nutrients are readily available. Once you have them, you get to apply, and then you ensure you also apply water. So the next thing was what application of water. We irrigated the field and ensured that the field was the sacks, there were enough water, and we ensured that all the sacks got perforated. We ensured that all the sacks got perforated so that no sack is waterlogged, because of the effect of, we don't want to lose any other plant from the sack. So we got every sack perforated, and that way we're able to revive the field. And then the transformation, of course, I'm going to be showing you that what you'll be seeing will now be the field after, and we're able to revive the field. So that was what we did. Hey, have you subscribed yet? If you haven't subscribed, I need you to hit on the subscribe button, because I'm going to be showing you the result of the field right now. But you have to subscribe first, you have to like this video, and you have to share my video as well. So let us dive in. Hey guys, after 2 weeks into the revival processes, look at what we have. We have an amazing field, and all of the plants are looking so green, and they are looking well kept and managed. So that is the effect of you properly taking care of your field. And of course, you're going to get the best result from your field when you properly take care of it. And that is why when you invest, you have to be there as a farm investor or as a farm manager to properly manage your field. Don't leave anything to chance. Because you've invested, you want to make money out of your field, so you have to give it all the attention it needs. Farming is just like every other business. You have to you have to be patient. You have to develop it, and once you develop it, you get the best out from your farm. So guys, at this point in time, I need to draw the curtain, but before I go, guys, I need you to right now smash on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, do what to like this video. Remember to also share this video with friends and loved ones. Hey, two videos are going to be appearing on your screen right now. I need you to smash on one of those videos and go watch more content, awesome content from Chidavagriculturalhub, guys. Peace.